Okay. Hello, everyone. So, you're probably wondering, what the fuck is beyond the Edge of Owlsgard? Well, it's a point and click, heavily inspired by the old LucasArts era, that was made by a small team not too long ago. I think it actually came out in December. I know what it is. It's a video game. Well, you're not wrong. So, I have gone into this mostly blind. And I love old point and clicks. I mean, obviously, I've said before that I grew up with humongous entertainment, hence the pun in the stream title. So, I'm looking forward to this. Blind streamer? Yeah, I actually can't see anything that you're saying. I'm responding psychically. Classic mode and modern mode. Modern mode. Hidden items, more obvious. Sometimes puzzles, more forgiving. Well, let's do classic mode. So again, gone into this mostly blind. I know nothing about the story. Oh. A long time ago, in a faraway world, mysterious things were about to happen in the small kingdom of Villahill? Also, let me know how audio is. I have no mouth and I must scream, furry edition. Oh, for a moment I thought it froze. Oh, the house is on fire.
Our sacred library! It's on fire! All our knowledge lost! Who could have done such a thing?
We tried everything to extinguish those flames. Now we're all doomed.
The ancient scrolls may be destroyed, but still no misfortune will befall us animals. Not tomorrow, and not in 1 year. But the day will come when the survival of all will depend on these irretrievable writings.
Interesting. Okay, then.
Are we there yet? I'm so tired. Pull yourself together.
Oh no, the sheep are talking. I like the 90s style visuals.
What is it now? My wool feels so heavy today. Oh man, can't you stop whining for 1 second? I think you've stepped in something there. There are antlers peeping out of your wool. Whoa! A roebuck in my wool?
Greetings! May I introduce myself? I'm Finn, and I must say, you sheep are a wonderful means of transportation.
So I was carrying you through the entire forest all this time? Oh, don't worry. We'll put you where you belong.
Thank you. That's not necessary. I'm almost where I want to be. Have a great day, you two cuties! Oh, by the way, I'm just on my way to the Valley of Villahill. We deer are preparing for our annual Club Moss Festival. Would you like to come along?
Go fry an egg, roebuck boy.
Oh, too bad. See you around.
Alrighty then.
looks just like it did back then. Time seems to have stood still here while I was away. By the little forest down in the valley lived my parents. How often I used to skip along this well-trodden path. It has become a little wider. Just this turn, and I'll be at my parents' home. Oh, I can hardly wait to see them again after all these years. They'll be making eyes for sure.
I don't have an eyes emote.
What happened here? My parents' home. It's completely destroyed. Hello? No trace of my family. Oh no, something bad has happened here. Strange footprints. Something's coming closer. I better hide. It's gone again. What in Hippo's name was that? These tracks must belong to one of those creatures. Surely they lead me to where my family was taken. I must find them.
ED-209 from RoboCop. Is that the giant mech thing that was supposed to be... Wait, was that the giant mech from the intro of the film that just fucking murked a shareholder? Okay. Chapter 1, A Dark Secret. I need to watch RoboCop again, so let's see here. Yeah, it tells me what I need to do.
The last gold coin that's left from the trip here. Poor me. It definitely hasn't gotten any smaller over the last few years. There seems to be a small hole between the roots. No. Ever since I can remember, this swamp has been as thick as spinach, where you never know what's crawling in it.
Wait, is the spinach thick? I always assumed it was thin. More like a bark secret. You got that right.
Hey, little buddy. Aw, come on. No need to be rude. The entrance to the Forbidden Forest of the Wolves. My father used to go crazy if I dared to explore the area beyond this gate. The dreaded Forest of the Wolves. The part of this forest where the entire wolf population has been brought to. Strange. The door has been unlocked.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be here yet, but I'm just gonna go here.
Something tells me these guys didn't end up here by choice. What? Oh. No! Wait.
Oh! I'm clicking. Uh-oh. Okay. Give me a sec here. That's interesting. Just couldn't fucking click there. Alright, let's just go back. I'm just gonna... No, don't. Close the entrance. Alright, also I'm gonna save into the second slot. Let's go back. Playing German? I can't read German.
This sight breaks my heart.
Alright, let's go down here.
The footprints disappear from here on.
Let's go to town first.
I haven't wandered through those gates in ages. Why is there a crowd gathering?
Behold, the king's ambassador is nearing.
Dear townsfolk, I, as the ambassador of our king, bring you good news in these dark days.
Literally
As we
only an
all
eye.
observed in horror, the wolves have returned to our territory. A terrible incident that we have been trying to prevent since the establishment of the Wolf District. But this wave of destruction and kidnapping of helpless fellow animals will come to an end. The king has come up with a plan to make the Wolf District escape-proof in the future. Tomorrow, he will arrive here and let this plan be put into action.
Finally, this nightmare has come to an end.
This was the good news I was told. I will now rest at the inn and then visit the neighboring towns.
Hooray for the king!
Fuck the royalty. Who needs kings? No gods, no kings, no masters. Become ungovernable. That's my official statement.
The wolves are responsible for this?
It's in time to meet Rogvir. Oh, you mean Uncle Rogvir? The guy who totally didn't murder the High King? Or let the High King get murdered?
They must have seen many generations.
This guy looks suspicious. I'm gonna talk to him.
Good day.
Greetings! What you see in front of you is my small but fine general merchandise stand.
What do you have to offer?
I knew you'd ask. Look and be amazed. Here we have... Wait, what do I actually have here? A half-finished mended sock, an old toothbrush, a green heap with various mushroom crops on it. Ugh, this was the chocolate croissant from the previous year. Here we have something. These unspeakably fashionable knitted scarves, and of course, the one thing that everyone has a burning desire for. Torches. I came up with that joke myself.
Ugh. I, expected a bit more.
At least I offer quality. When will you find scarves as warm as these?
It's high summer. I like the scarf. To barely escape heat stroke at 1,000 degrees is my passion.
I knew it. Only 5 gold coins.
I'm afraid I don't have that much in my gapingly empty purse.
Too bad.
That torch seems useful.
I knew just by looking at you that you would choose this high-quality torch.
Was there a
Only
snake?
2
I didn't see a
silver
snake.
coins.
Great, I've got that much.
It is yours. Something to light the fire is included.
Are you just taking your trash outside, or are you really selling this?
Don't say anything against my trash. Sometimes it sells like hotcakes with the rats.
Can you tell me what's going on here?
That's not hard to see, is it? The wolves are on the loose. Total state of emergency.
My family has also been a victim of these attacks.
What? For Hippo's sake, how terrible! Can you be helped in any way? Are you injured?
No, I was too late and only saw what was left of our home.
Oh, maybe you need an extra cuddly soft handkerchief to dry your tears with. By the way, 2 packs are now available for the price of 1.
Thank you. I'll pass.
As soon as the king arrives here with his troops,
I missed
this
the snake
wolf will
again.
be brought to justice. I'm sure that your family will then return safely.
I'll have to just meander here for a little bit. I'm just not looking at the foreground when the snake pops up, I guess. That mean old Ganon's no match for the king. Is that a Faces of Evil reference?
Do you think that the wolves are behind all this?
Well, I have to say that I don't really know much about the wolves, but they are pretty bad guys with bad manners and certainly get angry easily. I think I'd like
There's
them
a
a little
snake.
better if they'd buy a few stress balls from me now and then instead of wreaking
Oh, there's
such
2
havoc
snakes.
here.
I wonder if the king is really going to get a handle on things here.
Sure, let them go ahead and heighten the walls around the wolves' area. On the other hand, the situation is actually not so bad for myself. The more animals remain in the city, the more interested eyes glance over my my goods.
Subject change. I'll be on my way.
Cheer up,
Just
buddy. I promise. things
Outright
will
saying
brighten up
subject
soon.
change, I guess.
The merchant gave me some matches to light it. He seems to have a good nose for business. Fancy jewelry and all sorts of shiny things in the Valley of the Magpies nearby. While I have no interest in these things, the magpies are not averse to gossip, as I know. Maybe they have seen something.
Well, something changed on the map and I did not see what it was.
What a turmoil up there! Morning!
I wish you an absolutely tremendous morning, my friend from the forest.
Well, it could be better. What can I buy here?
For just 1 gold coin, I can pick up any trail for you. Bring me something whose smell I can sniff, and bada boom, bada woof, I'll pick up the scent and find whatever it is you're looking for.
Ah, useful. I'll come back when I have something.
So be it.
Strange things are going on here.
All right, you can feel on your whole body just how tense the mood here is right now. Even my fleas are hopping around much more nervously than usual. Ouch! Ah, that was Olga. That old cow is the worst of the bunch right now.
Oh, write it. Righty, I mean. Why did I say write it? Just casually mentioning you've got
What do you
fleas.
think of the king's plans?
Our king is a good man who has always impressed me. I'm sure he will somehow straighten
Oh,
out the
Reddit,
situation
God,
with
shut
the
up.
wolves. After all, his father, great-grandfather, and great-great-grandfather managed to do this as well.
Do you think that the wolves are behind all this?
I must admit that I've met a wolf only twice in my life. Consequently, I can only comment on them to a limited extent from my own experience. But I think that the old stories about their cruelty already speak for themselves. However, their approach is really peculiar. Yesterday, when I went into the woods to my old favorite pasture to do some business, I found there, to my horror, only a broken tree stump with strange metal parts sticking out of it. I could only express my deep sorrow for this with the loudest, most heart-wrenching yelp that I ever made in my dog's life. How could the wolves do such a thing? And above all, what do they want to achieve with it?
Did he just tell me he found that tree when he was taking a shit?
Have you seen two deer? My parents disappeared without a trace during one of these alleged attacks.
That's terrible. Unfortunately, I have seen nothing. But I will keep my eyes, ears, and especially my nostrils open.
Let's talk about something else. Smell you later.
I have an open nostril for you at all times. But better stay in town. You never know.
I can go to the pub. I can go to the pub. Alright, this is a fantasy game. Yeah, why does one of them have a backwards baseball cap? Wait, why are they dressed in modern clothes?
Hello there.
Greetings, my friend.
The music's all right, isn't it?
Yes, it's quite nice. But it's also kind of mainstream. The
Oh, dear.
songs are catchy, but the chord progressions are a bit predictable and quite overused nowadays. They only use power chords in every song. I like it a bit more alternative.
Not the conversation I expected to have.
Tell me more.
I know a hedgehog band that is totally my jam!
Oh, hedgehogs. I heard that the noise of their spikes scratching on their instruments is almost unbearable live.
Yes, but they do that on purpose, and it's called a stylistic element. Sometimes the scratching gets so loud that you can't even hear the rest of the instruments. And often, the amount of scratching even reaches more than 200 scratches per minute.
I think I heard something about that once. My great-grandfather couldn't stand that style of music at all. He liked more melodic choruses with punchy deer roar.
I believe you. Older folks can't stand music like this. But every genre has to evolve at some point, doesn't it? Where would we be if we only rehashed the old stuff?
Well, I'm more of a nostalgic person.
Yeah,
I don't
where
mind
would
that
we
so
be
much.
if we didn't
and
rehash
by
the old
way,
stuff?
Let me tell you about this. Groups of howler monkeys and pistol shrimps are currently forming new bands a few towns from here. And it sounds so rad. The hottest dung ever, according to some connoisseur circles.
Rad. I'll remember that. I had a band once too. Me on the lute, a peacock on the vocals, and a giant hamster on the drums. But soon that hamster had crammed so much junk into the rehearsal room that we had no space left to practice. Occasionally, even pieces of our equipment had disappeared into his cheeks. One day, it was clear to us. We had to kick him out.
That sucks.
To move on to another topic. What do you think of the wolves?
What? Wolves? Where? Help!
Easy! I just wanted to ask.
Please, don't scare me like that.
I can tell you don't seem to trust them very much.
It took me 2 days to gather the courage to go outside again. Like any smart hedgehog, I had holed up in my house and lain in the corner of my room, curled up into a spiky ball. After all, the wolves could be anywhere.
Oh, come on.
Also, this morning I heard something scratch at my window. I immediately knew that this could only be the terrible claws of a wolf.
Oh no! Did you get help?
It was just a branch, but my hedgehog sense tells me that next time it may be a wolf. It wouldn't surprise me if those guys are walking around the houses at this very moment to seek out their next meal among us.
Among
As
us.
soon as the concert is over, I will immediately hole up in my house again. It's way too dangerous out here.
You seem awfully scared of them.
Of course! Hasn't anyone ever told you those old stories about them? Terrible stories about what those guys do to their victims? How they show no mercy once they get you? How their teeth shatter every bone of their victim into millions of bloody pieces just by touching them? How they grab your neck and wring it as if it's an old washcloth?
Apparently not the R-rated versions.
Those are much worse.
Do you think that the wolves are behind all this?
What do you mean by that? What other animal could create such havoc?
That's a very, very good question.
Okay, listen. I appreciate someone like you who thinks ahead and looks for other causes. But listen to me. My great-great-grandmother taught me one thing. When there is destruction and death, only the wolves can be behind it. And in that case, we have no choice but to act immediately.
I wonder if we are the bad guys. While this game is about racism, it might be.
Enough
It very
of this.
easily could be.
Will the king make it all right?
You bet. I have complete confidence in him. If he deals with the wolves just as thoughtfully as his father did, everything will soon be back on track. The bards will surely dedicate many songs to our king afterwards. But hopefully not mainstreamy stuff like that over there. There should be more semitone scales.
Have you seen a deer family?
I'm sorry, dude, but I haven't. It was those darn wolves again, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
It seems like more animals are disappearing by the hour. We can only hope things will be resolved when the king intervenes.
I'll be on my way.
Stay vigilant.
Nice! I wonder how much mead was spilled on it throughout the years.
They're gonna genocide the wolves. We shall find out. Talk to the cat, please.
So, does the mead taste good?
It at least makes everything a bit more bearable.
You seem quite exuberant.
Let's just say I'm slowly coming to terms with the current situation. For now. And by the way, this isn't my first meat either. Want me to buy you one?
Thanks, but I need a clear head right now. The music is quite nice, isn't it?
I'm really glad that, despite everything, a certain normality is still being retained here. And to be honest, I'm only here to throw my legs back and forth. You know, to shake off all the overwhelming anxiety. But I'm already dreading
there,
the moment
buddy.
when the music is over and the worrying starts again.
Been there, buddy. Wow, this guy's literally me.
Can you tell me what's going on right now?
I wish I could. At the moment, I feel reminded of those long-gone times that my great-great-grandfather used to tell me about. Those dangerous times when the wolves still lived and hunted freely among us. It was a real blessing for us that the wolves were eventually driven back into their closed-off territory.
So you don't seem to be too fond of the wolves either.
When I was little, I was downright obsessed with the culture and lifestyle of the wolves. I pestered my great-grandfather with countless questions, and he could answer each of them with a true horror story. One thing he told me is that any form of art is completely unknown to wolves. Not a single pencil or brush could ever be held by one of their massive paws, solely because they are only shaped for grabbing and crushing our necks.
Sounds unpleasant.
The only thing they'd ever call art are the deep red blood puddles that their victims leave on the ground.
That must have spoiled your curiosity, huh?
Pretty much. Actually, I'd like to visit the wolves area one day and be convinced of the opposite. But surely there's a reason why these old stories exist.
Do you think the king can handle this?
Oh, you know, I can't really form an opinion on that. Regarding the tension with the wolves, the royal family has only been doing, let's say, damage control in the last few centuries. Sometimes I wonder if diplomatic negotiations with the wolves might be possible. But the wolves seem to be nasty, unpredictable guys. And that's why such a proposal would certainly cause an outcry among many animals.
My family is missing.
Oh no, how awful! What happened?
They came for my parents' house. Everyone is gone.
At the moment, no one is really safe anymore.
Did you happen to see two deer? About my size, a little older, graying fur?
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but no. But I'll keep all of my paws crossed that nothing bad has happened to them.
To move on to another topic. It was nice chatting. I gotta go.
It's best to stay in town until things get back to normal.
Thank you, people messaging me.
Hey, can I interrupt you?
Go ahead, go ahead.
How was work?
I'll tell you, it's extremely occupying. Leisure time is increasingly becoming a foreign word to me, but it fills me with the deepest pride to be the most important stork with the biggest beak in the land. What sound, other than the one of my voice, would be better suited to instantly reach the ears of every animal?
Tinnitus?
Ha ha! I'm about to choke on my mead.
Yeah, I mean, tinnitus is something to keep in mind when you have birds. I should know. I have birds. And I have tinnitus. Everyone in this family has tinnitus. Especially now that we have Bandit. So, when you get a ringing in your ear, that's tinnitus. You are more likely to develop tinnitus if you listen to very loud music, go to concerts often, or have pet birds. Or live near construction or anything that's really loud. There's kind of nothing you can do about it once you have it, from what I know.
How will the king proceed with his plan?
Oh, our great king has come up with a whole lot of great things. I was informed that the rock walls around the wolves area will be raised, by several meters to be exact. These walls will be guarded around the clock by a specially trained fighting force of merciless gray squirrels. Traps will be set and watchtowers will be built. In addition, the entrance gates to that area will be secured by 50 separate locking mechanisms.
What kind of traps are we talking about?
Currently, hundreds of singing bard parrots are being trained to reach certain pitches that are absolutely unbearable for wolf ears. These parrots will then be placed at strategically selected points in the forest, where they will sing like there's no tomorrow. If this tactic doesn't work, we'll resort to harsher measures.
Wait a minute. You don't mean...
Yes, I do! The most beautiful poker hits from all over Velahill.
But this method was only used for war purposes.
Indeed, but great dangers require drastic measures.
That's a great plan. This is gonna work.
Your trust in the king delights me.
Honestly, it sounds absolutely awful. Is there another way to handle this?
You are absolutely right. I myself am downright appalled by the king's decision.
Oh?
The measures should be much more drastic. Our king is too kind with those ruffians. If I were in charge, I would take all the actions to give the wolves the good old-fashioned beating they deserve. Then there would finally be peace.
Ah, I see. Change the subject, please.
Have you considered trying to negotiate with the wolves? Maybe they're fucking kidnapping people because they're pissed.
Why would the wolves attack us again?
Just saying.
Beg your pardon? What a question! They are wolves, after all.
But there have been no attacks for a long time.
Those ruffians are simply unpredictable.
I don't know if this is the right approach. Did you see a deer family on the way?
I am so sorry, but no.
Didn't you perhaps notice something after all? It's two deer anywhere?
As you may have been able to tell, my head is almost bursting with instructions from the king. Thus, I am simply not able to help you look for your parents. Phew! As you can see, it is downright exhausting to be as important as me.
Wait a minute.
Did you see a deer family on the way?
I am so sorry.
Didn't you perhaps notice something?
As you may hear.
Interesting that the ambassador specified parents when, I forget my character's name. Didn't call them his parents.
I gotta go.
Trust in the king.
Can I talk to the musicians?
Woohoo! Yeah! Awesome!
I hope that's how you do it nowadays.
What if I open the cabinet?
I guess this is where they keep costumes for all the festivities. It may look incredibly uncomfortable, but it's also unspeakably ugly. The spikes also sting like crazy. I like green. I'll put it on. I like my usual shirt better. That being said, this thing doesn't do me any good here.
I probably need that costume for something. Oh, there you go. How long is this game, according to my notes? Looked it up a while ago. Just out of curiosity here. About 11 hours. That's awfully long for a point and click. Is there no more of the town I can go to? Guess not. Here's the Valley of the Magpies. Let's go to the coast. Coast.
I don't think anyone will get far with this boat. The wood is brittle from back to front, and it all reminds me more of Swiss cheese than a watercraft. Bullock the ferryman lives here. Only sailor's junk. Hello.
What's that noise? Get off my ship, boy. And please, take your weird twin over there with you.
Ah, my name's Finn. Okay.
I'm Finn. You're the ferryman here, right?
That's right. I am Bolek. Bolek the ferryman. A seal of action and adventure at sea.
That's great. How much is a ride?
Whoa, slow down, kid. Let me think a sec. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. My ferry service is closed for an indefinite amount of time. The sea is too unpredictable at the moment, even for a more than competent sea dog like me.
But neither you nor your boat looks like that.
What do you mean?
Your boat's all messed up and stuck in the sand. Probably as deep as you looked into your meat glass.
You're right. But trust me, I know the surrounding seas as thoroughly as my midriff bulge. However,
say that.
at the moment, things are looking pretty bleak around here. What else can I do but get drunk like there's no tomorrow?
Let's talk about something else.
Yawn.
What was that about the ferryman again?
That's right. I am Bolek.
Let's... Huh? What ship?
You're cracking me up, kid. Can't you smell the salty air of the high seas as it passes through the walls of my faithful SS Wormbite?
You're in your hut!
What? How? Wait, you're right. Oh, this mischievous old sea always manages to trick me. But then, this terrible swaying must be caused by something else. It must be
The mattress. Oh, if I get my fins on the rascal who sold me this cursed mattress here.
What are you talking about?
Can't you see how mercilessly it spins and rocks this poor old sailor around? Oh no, here we go again.
What's the sea like out there?
Let me tell you something, my boy. No one sees the seas like I do.
I'll take your word for that.
And I can tell you that from here, the sea actually seems very calm right now. Perfect conditions to transport a few paying travelers from one nearby island to another. Currently, however, there are other problems keeping customers away from me.
Oh? What happened?
At the moment, rumors of mysterious sightings are going
Insulting
not
responses
only
there.
on dry land, where you landlubbers are, but also at sea. An old drinking friend of mine recently disappeared without a trace while he was sailing out there.
Really? That's terrible.
His boat must have been adrift without him for a while before it was finally found on a nearby shore. People also reported seeing strange shadows here and there under the surface of the water. I'll tell you what, my boy. Those are definitely not schools of herring.
Oh no, this sounds similar to what must have happened to my parents. When I was at their house this morning, they seemed to have dropped off the face of the earth as well. The house still
That's
resembles
early
a
on.
field of rubble. We have to stick together. Something terrible is going on here right now. Has there been any sign of life from your buddy? Maybe there is hope for all those who have disappeared. Hello?
Herrings. Wait, where was I? I'm telling you, I'd like to get to the bottom of this. As soon as I have a repaired boat, or better yet, repair tools, or money with which I could buy such tools, or customers which would get me some money in the first place. It's driving me up the wall, darn it.
Do you have any guesses as to what the threat is?
Many animals suspect the wolves, but I think the shadows under the water's surface say otherwise. Unless the wolves have recently acquired submarines.
Enough of this. The subject is making me cranky. You must have some great sea dog stories.
Sure. Let me tell you the story that makes even the most hardened sailors tremble to this day.
Great! Tell me!
About 30 years ago, I signed up for a journey on board the SS Rubber Duck. We were a small crew in search of an ancient treasure chest hidden somewhere in an unmapped area of the sea. One day, we came across an island in said area. Thinking that nothing could go wrong, we went ashore. However, since the day we started planning the journey, sailors began warning us about the ominous bleating that is said to be heard there occasionally. We also heard it when we went ashore. Bah, bah, a harbinger of great danger, they said. We ignored it, and after a few hours, we found said treasure chest in a hidden cave. When we returned to our ship, we suddenly recognized the disaster we had gotten ourselves into. Thousands of giant sheep with soaked wool waited for us on the shore. The sea level was at least 5 meters lower than usual, and the keel of the ship was on dry land. There was no doubt that these sheep were the legendary sponge sheep.
Seriously?
Until then, we thought it was just a fairy tale, told by sailors during long nights in the tavern. But here, they turned out to be a horrifying reality. These cursed sheep were able to soak up large parts of the ocean with their wool. How else do you think the tides are created?
What unbelievable nonsense!
Quiet. Those beasts threatened to send their biggest sheep with the thickest and most plentiful wool into the water as well, if we didn't leave the treasure on the island. To prevent an ecological disaster, we obeyed their order and made a run for it. To this day, Every one of my crewmates is haunted by terrible nightmares in which the sponge sheep return and simply drain the water from under the ship's keel.
Nice story, but you need to work on the plot structure and character development.
It's an achievement?
I
Okay.
gotta go.
Stay safe, kid. These are stormy times.
Also, I have a suspicion here. Just wanna... The, person behind Finn, who I'm assuming is a girl, I think that's a wolf. Can I open the oven?
Besides ashes, I won't find anything in there.
So I definitely think the wolves aren't evil. Because they're just setting them up to not be evil. I want to check out the grotto. Go to raccoon with jar.
Greetings.
Shush! I am a rock.
A rock? You don't look like that.
No, you don't understand. That's my strategy.
Huh?
I've been trying to get my hands on one of these glowing bugs for 3 days now. But these little animals are so terribly shy. If I stay here long enough and don't move, they might think that I am a rock. As soon as one of the bugs crawls on me, I strike.
Oh, great. Did it work already?
Unfortunately not. But my time will come. Maybe even tomorrow. Or the day after tomorrow. Or the day after.
You'll achieve great things one day, my friend. Can you tell me what's going on here?
The animals in the town are making a huge fuss. Everyone is running around all panicky because of some weird mass hysteria. The wolves are on the move again, they say. The evil wolves destroy our trees and houses, they say. But I say, calm down, everybody. Oh, my goodness.
Do you know anything about the wolves?
In Hippo's name. Come on. Wolves here, wolves there, wolves everywhere. I just can't take hearing this any longer. Not even a single hen I know is chickening up as much as the townsfolk. To be honest, I myself couldn't care less about the wolves. I've never even seen one, and that's a good thing. Ever thought that maybe the king himself is behind all these incidents?
Is this going to be an excursion into creepy conspiracy theories?
There are so
Did Finn's
many
body
things you
disappear?
do not know. Educate yourself a bit, but not only with officially approved scrolls. Those in power would have enough reasons to make us more docile with an artificial mass hysteria. And how do I know the king isn't perhaps a world-destroying, floating tuna cream monster? After all, I myself have not yet seen him with my own eyes.
Well, the owls in the intro did mention something about scrolls being destroyed.
Come on, you don't believe that yourself.
Well, admittedly, some theories I heard really do sound a bit nonsensical. Secret sparrow organizations in hidden forest areas collect information about all of us. Bards send subliminal messages when you let them sing their lyrics backwards. And I once heard that our world is supposed to be round. Just imagine this nonsense.
This is not my area of expertise.
I can't believe this game was made by flat earthers.
Did 2 deer pass by here by chance?
I have seen nothing. Why?
My parents disappeared recently. Something bad has happened.
Oh, I'll keep my eyes open for you, all right?
Wouldn't you rather go somewhere safe?
Why should I? Then I would be doing exactly what those who are behind all this want.
Let's talk about other things. Well, has anything happened yet?
I think this one bug has already moved an inch in my direction. Oh, soon the time will come.
Can I have your jar?
I'm sorry, but but that jar is extremely important to me.
I'm leaving.
All right, but be a little quieter.
What strange little creatures. I think they're very rare. These beetles make every firefly green with envy. Someone must have lived here a long time ago and left all his clutter here. There's nothing to find except rotten wood.
I am wondering something. I'm gonna go back to town real quick, and I want to see what the other costumes are in the pub. Alright, so I can't skip that. Open the cabinet. What's this costume?
Then I'll squeeze into this thing against my will. Ouch! Spikes sting like crazy! Not only that, it also makes me look like a complete idiot. Let's get it off. It doesn't help me here. Let's see if it fits. A bit too big and not really my taste either. All that aside, it doesn't do me any good here.
I have a suspicion that looked like a wolf to me. Unless it was supposed to be a porcupine. I'm gonna hold on to that for now. I wonder if that's how we're supposed to get past the entrance to the wolves. Or the wolves area, I mean. There's running out of places to go.
To do that, I first have to climb the rock.
A stranger wishes to be granted an audience.
1 moment, please. Who dares to disturb me? Ooh, now that's one handsome visitor. I don't see you deer around here very often.
Oh, stop! This always makes me blush.
We should meet for coffee and grains sometime. Your treat, of course.
To be honest, that's not why I'm here.
Aww, what a pity! Then surely you want to see all the shining riches we magpies have piled up.
No, not that either.
Oh, what?
How dare you!
What could possibly be more important than these wonderful treasures?
Something bad has happened to my family.
A little more specific, please.
My parents have disappeared without a trace, and I'm looking for them everywhere. Have you magpies seen anything?
We have certainly noticed that quite a few animals have been kidnapped recently. I hate to cause frown lines on your handsome face, but unfortunately we didn't see anything.
Do you have any guesses?
Well, rumor has it that the wolves may have something to do with it.
Wolves
But
again.
Let's be honest. It has become quite popular to declare wolves as scapegoats for every disaster. The wolves may be a peculiar pack.
A quite uneducated and illiterate bunch.
Shut up over there! But I must say that in all these years, we magpies have never had any conflicts with them. In fact, I would say that something else is going on here. But I have not dealt with it in more detail. I have other things to do. After all, my magnificent gold coins don't polish themselves.
I wonder if you could help me.
You are really going out on a limb there.
I must apologize. I have a lot to do right now. Around this time of day, I'm usually busy feasting my eyes on those shiny, shiny treasures.
You're kidding, right?
Are you sure you don't want to take a look yourself? The sparkle of our jewelry is sure to take your mind off things until your parents return.
What did I actually expect here? let's talk about something nicer. What's the situation here?
We magpies cannot complain at all, honestly. I don't understand why the town animals are making such a fuss at the moment. You can see by looking at us that nothing bad will happen to you if you just keep quiet and stay calm. But the town animals have always been like that. They should count their gold coins more often. It always calms the nerves.
We just gonna be dealing with rich people throughout this entire game?
Could I borrow some money here? Surely you've got enough and can lend a poor fellow like me a hand.
Do my ears deceive me?
Excuse me? Do I look like I can just throw money out the window?
Christ.
Oh, please, just one coin.
Cut that begging!
That's right. We don't take kindly to beggars in our lovely kingdom.
All right, I understand.
Everyone must learn to take care of themselves. Even a humble animal like me had to learn early on that in order to get ahead in life,
You're a
you need to put in
queen.
the
You
effort
don't have to
yourself.
do anything to be rich.
From an early age, I had to get by with only 1,000,000 gold coins.
Time is of the essence. I've got to go.
Sure you don't want to take a peek at our glittering treasures after all?
I'll pass. Thank you.
Oh, typical forest animal.
Oh boy, these magpies are just the little egocentrics I always thought they were.
So I've talked to everyone that I can. Oh. Only one place left to go.
Then I'll squeeze into this thing against my will. Ouch! Spikes sting like crazy!
That was the Wilhelm scream.
Ah, this moron has torn my whole costume!
So many pieces of media just have the Wilhelm scream. I wasn't expecting to see that already.
This place is all bolted and barred. I'll never get in there. Typical wolf architecture. Even though I used to sneak around here a lot as a kid, I never dared go near the houses. I can't open it. I still remember the peaceful, but known for their enormous jaw strength. Every razor blade is a joke compared to those teeth. Aw, he's much too fast for that. He just slips through my hooves at that speed. Aw, he's much too fast. He just...
I need to talk to more people, perhaps. Can I talk to these birds?
Hello? What's new up there? Morning.
I wish you an absolutely tremendous morning, my friend from the forest.
Well, it could be better. What can I buy here?
For just 1 gold coin, I can pick up any trail for you. Bring me something whose smell I can sniff, and bada boo, I'll pick. So,
Wait a minute.
Smell you?
I had better.
I need to find something that I can use for that.
I can't open it. It would collapse at the slightest touch. The merchant gave me some matches to light it.
This is one of the problems with point and clicks. Trying to figure out what to do with things.
Thank you. I'll pass. This place is all bolted and barred. I'll never get in there. I don't think that will do it.
Well, I have the torch, so I gotta be able to use it for something. Maybe there's something I'm missing with the magpies? There's gotta be a way to catch that fish. I'm gonna go back to the Valley of the Magpies.
Hello in there? Great, no answer. Good day, dear magpie.
I am only on guard duty here. If you have something important to say to our dear Queen Elena, ring the bell and let your voice be heard.
What is the guard duty like?
Oh, please spare me your chatter.
All right. Rather loud speaking tube. Can I have it?
No, never.
This thing could prove to be quite useful.
Doing that would endanger my job as a guard. You can get that idea out of your head.
Can I exchange the speaking tube for something? Anything fancy you might like?
No,
Haha! You considered it for a moment.
no, not at all.
I won't bother you any further.
Thank you.
I just wanted to talk to him for a moment. There's probably more I can do with the little grotto here, I think.
This cave is really no place for garbage disposal. Get on the torch, little bug. He looks unimpressed. If he climbed on the torch, I'd have some kind of lantern with the beetle as the light. Hey, what are you looking at? They escape again and again. Surely these bugs don't like it when you get too close to them. There's nothing to find, except rotten wood. What should I do with it?
Talk to the bugs? I just tried to. Aha!
So that's the reason why these fat beetles feel so comfortable here. They like to snack on the leaves of this plant. The plant is rooted deeply into the ground of the cave. I only took some of the sticky leaves. The leaves stick to the wood quite nicely. couldn't resist the leaves.
Hey, that doesn't count.
I just like to make things a little easier for myself.
I'm sorry, but I'm not the least bit interested in that right now.
It's me again.
Nice, but shush.
Can I have your jar?
I'm sorry, but that jar is extremely important to me.
I'm leaving.
All right, but be a little quieter.
My little friend chews happily on the leaves. Doesn't interest the little guy at all, unfortunately. It can't be pushed any further. An enormous pile of rocks and dirt. It's certainly not lying around here by accident. With a single bloob, it would sink into the swamp. I don't think that will do any good. Aw, he's much too fast for that. He just slips through my hooves at that speed. Hey, little fellow, look what I've got here. That sounds uninterested.
Alright, well, I got the glowing bug and the torch. What good is this gonna do me?
I don't think that will do any good.
It's gotta be something I can use this torch with. Just a matter of trying things until something works.
Something must have happened here. The soil is still fresh. I don't think that will do any good. Don't think that would noticeably improve the condition of the house.
Go back to the grotto. Can you go deeper into the cave? If you mean the grotto, I don't think so. Well, it doesn't look like it.
I'm sorry, but I'm not the least bit interested in that right now.
I don't need another leaf. I don't think that will do any good.
It smells like a musty old storage room, and like a touch of ferret hair.
Well, it's time to try everything with everyone.
Is there something wrong with the torch?
Actually, it's all fine.
There you go. It's a real beauty, isn't it?
And if someone wants to drink from that fountain and finds that?
Hey, slow down, buddy.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I don't need your mead.
Boy, that meat is
mine?
Oh, sorry, Master Beaver. Actually, I don't need your mead.
I just want to check something because I seem to be a little stuck here. I'm sorry, what? Hold on a second. Alright, two things here.
Firmly attached to the wall. It provides cool refreshment for the animals on hot days. If only the sparrows wouldn't leave their business in there. Someone left a thing there on the brim. A piece of soap.
So, we have already encountered our first instance of who would think of this.
I'll take some soil from the footprints.
Because you're supposed to pick up the footprints. You know, as a fucking normal person would do.
Morning!
I wish you an absolutely tremendous morning, my friend from the forest.
Well, it could be better. What can I buy?
Oh, just bring me owl.
Ah,
So,
smell you?
but strange. I smell an intense and very strange note. By all the fleas of my great-grandfather. Usually I'm known for my sense of smell, but I can't place the note.
No problem, but could you pick up the scent of it?
Give me the gold piece, and then follow me.
You pick up the soil because... I don't know. The mole mines.
The trail leads right to the entrance of the mole mines.
What is this place?
The moles were mining here a few years ago. However, it was never particularly productive here, if I remember correctly. Now, the mine is closed.
So I guess I'll have to go in there.
I don't know if this is such a good idea. You would better come back to town and wait for the king to get a grip on the current situation.
And abandon my family?
Actually, I would like to help you so much. But out here, my knees are shaking with fear.
Go back to town. I'll get to the bottom of this on my own.
All right. I wish you all the luck.
I may not have eaten anything this morning, but that was definitely not my stomach. Phew. Let there be light.
Man, I'm so glad I got the torch already.
Ugh, I probably have to go in there. At this spot, my little buddy still gives off enough light. It's always better to have both hooves free. A weirdly large keyhole is carved into the wall. Only a key fits here. Something tells me this is probably not part of the mole mines anymore. What is that over there? Between all this rock, I can barely make out where it's coming from. Uh-oh. That is definitely not of here. I don't think that will... That won't ease this creature's... If only I could reach it. It's stuck. I leave him here as... I have never seen such a creature. I'm sure it... I can think of better things that could be used to turn such a lever.
I don't have an option to throw.
That won't ease this creature's bad mood one bit. No. But I already carry it with me. That won't ease this creature's... I can still squeeze through this narrow gap. Phew! Just barely made it.
Okay, so this is gonna be a game.
I would prefer them one size smaller and less heavy. What a view! I can even see the neighboring kingdom of Velahill.
This is gonna be a game.
When I was little, I often sat here and looked out to the ocean. Wait a minute. Pretty! There's a little shell. I really think it'd be a lot prettier if there was a shiny pearl inside of it. Oh, there's actually one in there! What a coincidence.
That's not where I meant to go. So, to get the speaking tube, which is a megaphone, was there a shell on the ground before I picked it up? No. No, there wasn't. Also, to get the speaking tube, I need to use this bell when the guard walks past the door.
That roebuck is disturbing our peace again.
1 moment, please. Hello?
What could this terrible creature in the mole mines be?
I don't know what you're talking about. Surely you are getting caught up in the hysteria of the town animals.
No, really, there's something very wrong here.
You are very right. To take me out of my weekly coin bath because of such nonsense is already a sky-high stinking impudence. But I can't stay angry with your pretty face for long. Apart from that, I have no influence on the coastal region. Whatever happens there, there is nothing I can do about it.
Slightly wrong.
Time is...
Oh,
What is that?
No, nothing at all. Just a darn lovely pearl.
Ooh. Please, show it to me.
One moment, please. Hello again, you handsome forest dweller.
Time is up.
I'll tip and
Of course.
Oh boy, I gotta time this.
Hey, look!
Now.
hello.
There we go.
Time is up.
I'll tip and you, my god, come back here.
Of course, my dear queen. Huh? My beloved speaking trumpet is gone! Well, I guess I'll have to continue my guard duty without it then.
Ah, here's the speaking tube.
Yeah, that's awfully specific. I have everything I need right now, according to this walkthrough. Oh, is it just a series of GameFAQs posts? With the walkthrough. I'm gonna bookmark this real quick. Oh. That's not the right folder. Hold on a second here. Give me one sec. Let's see how far I can get without needing the guide again. Yeah, if it was in I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, you would get literally one shot to do it, and then you'd never be able to do it again. Alright.
Whoa! That sounded like it hit quite good. This thing will probably not get back on its feet so quickly. Uh-oh. That came from the tunnel. That smash with the iron gate was probably a bit much for this collapse-prone little place.
There's a bandit.
Hey, a little hatch can be opened here. Ugh, looks like there are huge dark veins in there. They can even be pulled out. I could pull this one out even further, but that's enough for now. No! Now this part of the mine is collapsed too! Now of all times! I guess that's it. I'll never get through these piles of rocks. I could have saved my family. Is there someone? A wolf. Do they have something to do with this after all?
Wonder when we're gonna meet the cute girl on the cover art. Hey, hon.
I've never been this far into this territory before. Following that shadow was quite a stupid idea. There are voices upstairs.
There were these tunnels, and these weird noises. They sounded like this. Brr, brr. The light was totally weird too. It was never like that before, and it was just unbelievable.
Now slow down and start from the beginning, Yorick. What did you see?
I've been in the mole mines.
Yes, I've already got that. Now cut to the chase. I can barely understand your ramblings.
Where there was once a mine shaft, you now find steel walls, countless pipes of unknown metals. None of this was created by the moles. I swear, it has begun.
I know that myself, you moron.
Then I guess we'll have to hurry.
Has anyone else seen it?
Well, there was this one deer, but I managed to shake him off.
I overheard the rest of the animals. They seem to blame us wolves for the sudden wave of destruction.
How stupid of them. But let them think that. Well, as I already told you, we will set out for the edge of the world this very day. As was to be expected, I was able to round up a brave troop of wolfmen to accompany us.
You've done a wonderful job, my leader, as always.
Silence, moron. If all goes well, we'll be on the edge of the world by evening.
I'm sure it will be worth it, Father.
Once we find what we are looking for there, our centuries-long oppression will finally cease. You two, send word to my troops at the far end of the forest that we'll be leaving shortly.
Of course, Father.
We will.
I'm still gathering some important documents in the storeroom.
Hi, doggy.
We better get going.
Looks like I'm stuck in here now. And what in Hippo's name were they talking about? Some kind
Me
of
waiting out
underground
back behind the
garden.
Denny's for my
It's all run
14
down.
werewolf boyfriends. Also, the line is, alas, poor Yorick, I knew him Horatio. Because when Hamlet says that line, he is actually speaking to someone else. It's one of the most misquoted lines of Shakespeare. Horror ratio. No.
The tree with its branches prevents me from taking the fruit. This whole garden seems to have a life of its own. The tendrils point to the little plant, which doesn't look very healthy. I can't just rip out the poor flower.
According to this thing, I'm supposed to be able to get the fruit. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm stupid. Oh my god, the hitboxes in this game need to be a little better. Cock blocked and ratioed. Thank you, guys. Well, we got the fruit. Alright. For that guide.
The wolves cook all sorts of meals in it, for sure. Ugh. And I know I don't want to try any of them.
What are you stinking slackers still doing up here?
What the? Well, well, well. We have an intruder. I thought you dear knew how we deal with uninvited guests around here.
Alright, for some reason this screen is a little buggy. So that is a unfortunately a hard reset right there. Yep, I died. You just want to say that every time. Oh my god, it's British. It's Fulton British.
What a strange document. Oh man, it's heavy! I can't push it without help. It seems very old. A text in a language unknown to me is on it.
If I put the fruit in the cauldron.
Wow, the fruit seems to be having an effect already. Oh man, it's heavy! I can't push it without help.
Over here!
Huh?
Quick, open the cage!
He's from the banner.
Before you ask, I'm Gwen. You probably heard of the Owl Tribe in the mountains, right? I'm from there.
You really chose the most beautiful place for a trip.
Do I look like I'm here by choice, Smarty Pants? Did you see the wolf with the green cloak? She was the one who brought me here. And I'm pretty sure those darn wolves had something planned for me here.
Certainly wasn't going to be a fun karaoke night with a vegetarian buffet.
Well, duh. What a genius. With which inhabitant of the forest do I have the honor?
Finn.
Then listen, Finn. We've got to get out of here, and as fast as we can. I swear, the wolves are up to something. And it has something to do with those strange machine creatures.
You've seen them too?
I'll tell you more, once we've stopped standing around here like idiots.
Gwen, help me for a sec. I know you may not be the strongest, but...
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
No. I'm speechless.
Never underestimate an owl, especially not those with a 7-day-a-week training schedule.
Perhaps the leader of the wolves in his younger days. His gaze is communicating. I'm the alpha male. Or he's simply bored.
Fun fact. The concept of an alpha male comes from a debunked study that was accidentally only done on captive wolves. So if you call yourself an alpha male, what you're actually saying is you're aggressive in close quarters. Also, I don't think that's Tails' voice actress.
What are you stinking slackers still doing up here?
Done! I'm stuck!
This is our chance. Let's get out of here.
The guy's name was Jarek.
I was already convinced that the inside of a wolf's maw might be the last thing I see. Thanks so much, buddy. But, please, no awkward hugs now.
How about you tell me what's going on?
Well, actually, I'm not too sure.
Gwen, listen. Machines invade the land, places change, animals disappear, my family has been taken somewhere, and a Club Moss sandwich fell onto its coated side today. So I would really appreciate any little bit of information.
Come with me. We're going to the mountains, to the place where I come from. There's something you should see.
I'll be on that mountain faster than you can say lycopods.
Can I talk to Gwen?
Say, Gwen.
We're going to the mountains, to the place where I come from. There's something you should see.
Alright.
Wow. What is this place?
I'll explain everything. Well, we owls have had a certain hunch since the machines appeared, and since I seem to be the only owl who is still left since the appearance of the machine creatures, I guess I'll have to tell you myself. Many centuries ago, we owls were in possession of an ancient knowledge. A knowledge of things older than we can imagine. Things and events that date back to the beginnings of our world.
And this place has something to do with it?
That's right. What you see here are the remains of the ancient library of the owls.
Oh my god, it
Since
is the Elder
beginning of
Scrolls.
time, documents were stored here in which all our knowledge was written down.
Oh, come on, get to the point. What kind of knowledge are we talking about?
Well, there's the rub. We simply don't know that anymore. 500 years ago, there was a great fire. Everything was destroyed.
Is there nothing left?
Nothing that we owls would know of, but there have always been certain rumors.
You won't believe all the stuff I found in there. The other wolves will be jealous for sure.
Yeah, how nice. Good for you.
All I found was a pile of these stinking old documents.
That's so typical. Let's go to our camp before the owls notice us. The others are already there with their loot.
I guess there is still some room left in here for this junk. Hey, how about I just throw it away somewhere outside?
Nah, just leave it in a dark corner somewhere. Maybe it can be of use someday.
Well, okay.
Some say that it was an arson committed by
The wolves!
Bingo! And since our last encounter with those ruffians, I'm more than sure of that.
So you're telling me this document originated here?
So it did. 1,000-year-old document from the Library of the Owls. And I am sure that the wolves are in possession of even more documents.
Yeah, but what does this have to do with our situation?
As I witnessed during my captivity, the wolves developed an interest for these old documents again. Roughly around the same time those machine creatures appeared. They must have found some important information somewhere in those ancient lines. A hint of sorts, leading to something that might bring them immense power. Something that must also be related to the sudden appearance of the machine beings.
Oh boy, now it's getting weird. Could you make out anything on that document?
I had an A+ in Owlish, so here we go.
Owlish.
It is the description of a place far away. I can even translate the name. The Isle of Owlsgard.
Oh, title drop.
The wolves won't go there. But I've never heard of this place.
The lands had very different names back in those days. Listen, I have an idea. We've got to get into that old library. Beneath it, there is a room with an ancient map of our world, complete with all the now outdated names. Once we found Owlsgard there, we should leave Bella Hill immediately and follow the wolves. Maybe this is our only chance to put an end to this whole mess.
The name of this place indicates that we have to travel across the sea. I wrote down a few things in my notepad.
Chapter 2, The Journey Begins. Find Owlsgard on the map inside the old library. Find a boat for the journey. Find a navigator. Alright, let's go to the entrance.
What the? Don't move!
One of those steel thingies is in there.
And it heard your footsteps near the portal.
You stay here at the entrance.
I'm just gonna come back at a later point. Alright, so I have the guide up, because I feel like I'm gonna need it. And it wants me to go back in town.
Where did all the animals go? Are we out of mead?
The king did not make it here.
He is said to have disappeared in the middle of his journey here.
Only the remains of their armor were found.
They are all said to have been kidnapped by machines.
Where did these monsters come from all of a sudden?
Hardly anyone dares to leave the city anymore.
Surely the wolves are behind all this.
But... Friends, listen to me. Something strange is going on, and the wolves don't even have that much to do with it. However, they're after something. Something that must be related to the appearance of those machine creatures. We've got to find out what it is.
Finn! Behind you!
Everyone, hide!
I love all the humongous sound effects that I'm hearing.
There he is, our little tramp.
You have something that belongs to us, my friend.
Of course, this document. Here you go. Why don't we just get along?
Oof.
I have no idea how you know about our plan. But one thing is certain. A weak body-eater like you won't be able to interfere any longer once all his bones are broken.
Father, please, stop.
You're right, Jarlina. We don't have the time. Just look at yourselves. A town full of small, pathetic animals who are nothing without the aid of their king. Every time I remember how your kind is responsible for the centuries-long isolation of my people, I get downright sick. Soon we'll give you a reason to be truly scared of us. We're leaving.
Where's the owl? I need her.
Jarlina!
I'm coming.
Being a bit nosy again, young lady. Looks like I need to remind you of that conversation we had earlier. You don't talk to them. Let your grandfather's fate be a lesson to you. Now hurry up! We don't have much time left.
Finn!
Are you okay?
I'm so sorry. I couldn't.
It's okay. We've got to follow these wolves immediately.
What is going on here?
I wish I could tell you, but Gwen and I will get to the bottom of this. But first, we must get off this mainland.
Isn't there a boat on the coast where Boleg lives?
You won't get far with that old thing.
Follow me, you two. I think I have something you will need. You can find me at the mole mines.
That sounds promising.
Whatever you're up to, please, take care.
We will stay here and protect our families.
There are piles of scarves in these drawers. Let's be sneaky. I'll take one.
Alright, the mole told me to go to the mole mines. The guide is telling me to go to the coast. Oh, hi.
What is that? No idea. It came through the floor just recently. And now it's stuck.
That something is stuck in the ground. On top of that, it seems heavier and lazier than any elephant I know.
Apparently we just leave. And the guide is now saying to go to the forest. So there's a whole lot of stuff. Oh, hello. The fuck?
How did they get here so fast? I've never seen anything like it.
What happens if we go over here? Oh, the house is still standing. Somehow.
No chance. I don't want to disturb the tree with that. I'll have to get closer first. I'll have to get closer first. No chance. I'll have to get close. I'll have to get close. The opening on this side is much too wide for that. I'll have to get close.
Oh, I guess I didn't think of going in the swamp.
Won't come my way with. Now the fish is stuck in the glass.
Oh, poor guy.
Oh my god, it's just like The Legend of Zelda. You get to put a fish in a jar. I hope I don't have to feed Jabba Jabu.
Friend, but I need the strength of your imposing dentures.
Do I, though? Guy's telling me to get the fish now. Stop right there, criminal scum! You violated my mother. I've come to realize that if I just quote... Wait, hold on, it's... Guide is still telling me to go here. I'll just say real quick. Quoting gamer poop out of the blue just makes me sound psychotic.
The sharp teeth of this fish have done a great job. Thank you, my fishy little friend.
I like how I can just stand here and everything's fine. Now it's telling me to go to the mole mines. You're psychotic. Am I, though? Am I? Am I really psychotic? Do you think I'm psychotic? Am I really psychotic? Okay.
All right. Listen, you two. To follow the wolves across the sea, you will need a ship.
Oh, really? I was thinking more along the lines of a humongous rubber duck.
Shh, Gwen, shut up! Deep beneath the mole mines, there is a grotto. And inside, you will find the ship that we used to transport mineral ores across the sea a few years ago. Take this key. It will open the shaft that leads down into the grotto. But please, watch out. I have the feeling that there might be more of those metal beasts lurking around down there.
Thank you very much.
Well, forgive me for being so brief with you, but I have to get back to my children so that nothing happens to them. Good luck. We're all counting on you.
So I think the wolf's name was,
Oh dear, how am I supposed to
Jarlina.
fit through there? Ugh, damn these protein shakes. I swear
Wow.
this is because of that 11 pounds of pure muscle mass I gained from my latest workout.
Then we'll have to enlarge the gap somehow. I'll take a look around and see if I can find something for that. Looks like a deep shaft with a lift. It doesn't look particularly trustworthy. Whoa! These seem to be so loud! I have an idea.
What the?
Come in, my dear Gwen. The technology of these machines does seem to be useful for certain things.
You're a smart cookie, Finn.
Oh, there's a hydrate. And, you know, the drill. Yeah, drill. If you have water, you should hydrate too. I know you got chapped lips, you dry-ass motherfucker. If you don't have water, then get some water, because you should be drinking water. Why aren't you drinking water? He says, being the first sip of water he's had all day. But that's beside the point. I sense more hydrate redeems now that I've said that.
Gwen, I need you over here.
Here I am.
Can you try to lower the lift as carefully as you can once I'm standing on it?
You bet your
Alright, hang on a second here. Let me wait for this, for a spot where I can pause. Alright. Oh, good God. Zeno, don't you want to save your points so you can turn off the stream? So, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Zeno, that was over half my water bottle. And actually, that's, you know, maybe this is a good thing. I need to be drinking more water. I am going to be pissing up a storm tonight. What am I doing? Oh, that was a shiver.
Are you really sure about this, Finn? Remember the words of the mole who gave us the key. Down there, it could be swarming with those steel beasts.
Let me take care of that.
Oh boy. Finn, are you really sure about this?
Go ahead. I haven't found anything here yet.
I don't know. I can hardly hear you down there.
I will continue to advance downwards.
All right.
Now is not the time to be vocal. Gwen! I saw the door to the grotto! You can stop! Gwen? Oh dear, she can't hear me. Oh, Dong. Looks like I caught somebody's attention down there. Now that nasty dingus is climbing up the shaft.
Dingus?
I've got to do something. Gwen!
Finn! What's wrong?
Pull me higher! I saw the door! Down a little further! The mole's key fits here too. Gwen, I'll meet you on the coast!
All right, Finn.
So if I didn't have the megaphone there, I would have been dead.
Let's go!
I should stream Secret of Monkey Island. I've been wanting to play that for a long time.
Yikes! Finn?
Arr, give me your treasures and your rum, damned landlubbers. Yo-ho!
Now that is just ridiculous. Woo! You did it!
Down there in that shaft, I had a little run-in with one of these machines, but all went well, luckily. We now have a ship for the crossing.
Alright. So I am probably going to end in a few minutes because I am very hungry. And it looks like I'm actually roughly halfway through the game already. So might be able to finish it next week. Okay, hold on. If I go for a little bit longer, according to this guide, I'm not that far from the end of chapter 2. There's only 4 chapters. So this might not be a 12-hour game.
Whoa! That could have gone wrong. It's all slippery now.
Well, you know what they say, it's slippery when wet. That's a very specific reference.
Rise and shine!
These sound effects are straight out of Humongous Entertainment's games. Alright, so the guide... Here, Bon Jovi. Yeah, good catch, pal. I underestimated your ability to catch that reference. Humongous was a true pioneer. Good God. Why did we still have the fish? Alright, so the guide wants us to go back to the mountains. Oh, there's that map that we were supposed to get. And apparently we used the scarf for that. Based on the guide. So save here, because I can probably die again. Not many point and clicks just let you die, from what I know. Or maybe it's more common than I think. The most experience I've had with point and clicks was Humongous Entertainment's games, and you couldn't really die in them. Because, you know, they were meant for young children.
see if this thing can hear our footsteps now.
Who would have actually thought of that, though? What the fuck? This is exactly like the old point and clicks, for better or for worse.
Oh, shh, Finn, watch out! Our friend there is back.
The owls must have had a reason for putting it there. The owls must have had a...
Can't really name a point and click that you've actually played. I don't know if the genre is really for you, Val.
Yeah, right in the
There are
Be quiet for a while.
a lot of good point and clicks out there, especially from LucasArts. Garrett from Thief. I've never played Thief. I own Thief, but I've never played it.
Fascinating. There's an ancient map of our world on this wall.
Look, there are all the outdated names of the lands, written in the ancient language of the owls. If I'm not mistaken, the Isle of Owlsgard seems to be right there.
Where?
Can't you see it? Up there, far in the north.
This thing? Funny. I thought that was supposed to be a shrimp. Wait! At this point lies the Isle of Misty Towers, as it's called today. And it's right on the edge of the world to boot. The wolves had talked about that briefly when I watched them.
I've never been to the edge of the world myself. Our journey will be dangerous.
I'm getting a lot of achievements here. Yeah, we're coming up at the end of the chapter, so I'll probably just quit at the end of the chapter. And then next week, I guess it'll be the next two chapters. It does seem fairly long. Should be able to do it. Yeah, I don't like using guides on stream all that much. You kind of need to have a guide handy for a point and click, because point and clicks have a habit of having really weird solutions. I mean, for those of you who were present when I was doing the Humongous Entertainment streams, I got stumped by Spy Fox, and that game is meant for small children. And I still got stumped by it. Because they really stretch the logic of what would make sense in the game.
Greetings, my friend.
Help! What happened? This fresh air. I think my head is slowly getting a bit clearer.
We need your expertise for crossing the sea, Bolek.
Let me sort out my befuddled thoughts a bit, and then I think I'm ready.
I'll tell you the reason for our journey when we're ready.
Great! We have a navigator.
Let's see. We have a navigator. We found the map with the destination of our journey. We can set sail!
Off to the Isle of Misty Towers.
So, did I understand that correctly? The island of the Misty Towers was once called Owlsgard.
If we trust the old map in the library, then yes. And this island is dangerously close to the edge of the world.
I've never been to the edge of the world. I only know from books that there's a massive wall of fog bordering our world, like a surrounding ring.
A couple of times I came quite close to the edge. But this trip will also be a new experience for me. From now on, we have to sail north. Sailing around the dangerous rock formations would surely be a change for me.
I like the music. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure that's fine. I've heard that sound effect in Robo before. Alright. God, I just love all the fucking public-y sound effects.
Interesting. Most interesting.
What is it?
There are some things about the Isle of Misty Towers in this book.
Huh? Where'd you get that book all of a sudden?
I got it in town, while you were busy down in that shaft. Listen up. Many centuries ago, an enormous city is said to have stood in the center of the island, built by a very influential tribe of owls.
I don't think I can die. I think I'll be
Still
fine.
bear witness to it.
It's what's coming up that could probably kill me.
Three mist towers, which were built by the owls for an unknown purpose.
Sounds mysterious. What do you think the wolves are looking for there?
It is rumored that the owl tribe hid something of great importance there.
Well, I hate to interrupt you, but look what's ahead of us.
A vast wall of fog. This must be the edge of the world. Then we're almost there!
We only have a few more miles north to go, but hold on tight. The strangest natural phenomena are reported to happen near the edge of the world.
So apparently if you fail this segment enough times, you can just skip it. So avoid, or go up, don't touch the fog. And then for the next 3 screens,
Where are those rocks floating in the current?
Oh boy. Now
avoid the
this is
fog
just
and go
ridiculous.
up. Or you can fail it enough times that the game will just let you skip it. Oh, I don't like this.
Forehead.
Did not fail, bitch. Avoid the Noid. Oh god. Hurry the fuck up. That's fine.
Oh, come on, give me a break.
God, I had forgotten about the Noid. It was, what, Pizza Hut's old mascot?
Phew. Luckily, there are these unpredictable currents beneath the surface. We almost sank to the ocean floor.
Well, it was
after we crashed
Domino's.
into the rock.
Oh, I'm gonna get hit again. Why not? Oops. There we go. And then they replaced them with Hatsune Miku. Can you elaborate on that, hon? What? What do you mean they replaced the Noid with Hatsune Miku? What are... Oh, hey, here we are. Interesting. I'll have to look that up at some point.
Here we are, the island of the Misty Towers, and what may be left of Owlsgard.
Explore the coast first. I'll stay here in the meantime.
Alright, it's telling me to go south.
Greetings!
Behold, the leader's lickspittle himself. At what corner did he scrape you off his boots?
Nice of you to visit us on this pretty coast. If you'd like, we'd also offer a nice, relaxing massage. As a welcome gift.
Oh, how nice of you. Wait a minute. How about I...
Wake up! Come on! Surely you don't want to miss the moment when our leader welcomes you, right?
We're leaving right now, okay? You didn't see us at all.
Forget it. He should be arriving here any moment. I'll go sharpen the knives.
It's gonna take a miracle to get us out of here, Finn.
Don't worry. Let me help you out of here.
What?
My father and his men have almost found what they're looking for. But they will make a catastrophic mistake. Listen to me. I need you both. And especially you, Gwen. I meant you no harm from the beginning. And the reason I caught you was...
We've got company, I hear.
Charlena! Why is there only a stunted flame on our fire?
I was just about to go get some more wood.
Did you talk to the prisoners?
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. You truly are like your grandfather. I simply don't want you to make the same mistake. If you allow yourself to be blinded by their words, you'll end up just like him. And now, take care of the fire. Pronto.
Yes, Father.
And as for you, my friends, you think I don't see what you're up to? But you should have come a little earlier. We have already found what we're looking for.
Oh, please spare me your monologue. Just eat us already. I hope you choke.
Actually, I didn't plan to celebrate this brutish old tradition of ours here. But since you ask for it, it will be my pleasure. You two, crush their skulls.
As soon as they stop moving, a small fire might do it.
No!
Now I've had enough. Take her away! And make sure she doesn't cause any more mischief until we return.
No! Let go of me!
It's for her own good.
My leader! Your men have managed to occupy the surrounding towers. They're now waiting for your signal to activate them!
That's excellent. Take the prisoners with you. Maybe there will be some unpleasant traps there that we'll need to test out.
Forward!
I hope whoever is messaging me right now thinks it's important.
Here we go again. It took what felt like an eternity to find this old site. We should be ready any second.
I'm so happy, my leader!
27 messages
I'm a
from
little
Discord.
skeptical. These
Good God.
statues send a shiver down my spine.
These, I must confess that I agree. The old documents mention them too. If I'm not mistaken, these creatures depicted here are the reason our world even exists in the first place. But we don't really need to worry about that. We go through the portal, take the Scepter of the Owls, and then return.
A scepter? You're looking for a scepter?
Quiet! Aha! It looks like my men have just activated the surrounding towers. It's incredible! Exactly as it was written in the old documents. The power of the scepter is as good as ours.
I beg you, wait! Remember why we took the prisoners.
You're right. The traps. However, it will be a waste to sacrifice our food for such a purpose. So, no traps. Leave the prisoners here. We still need them as the main course for our victory celebration. Everybody follow me, and do not dawdle. We don't know how long these decrepit towers will sustain their energy.
I guess that's it, Gwen. We screwed up. If only we could get out of here and look for help.
Why don't we just do that?
Wait a minute. Ha! These guys totally forgot about our legs. I was so scared I didn't even notice. Gwen, would you kindly... Perfect.
Touches it once.
They're gone through the portal.
The scepter. That must be what they're after. Apparently, the wolves activated these old towers to open the portal here. We should do the same and follow them.
Let's do it. And that one wolf, Jarlina. She seemed to know more than the rest of the wolves. We should look for her.
Chapter 3. The Isle of Misty Towers. Okay. Justice Friend sound? I haven't watched the Justice Friends since I was a kid, so I don't know what sound you're talking about. Alright. I am going to call it quits here. This seems like a good spot to stop. I am hungry, and there is a frittata in the fridge that is calling my name. If you don't know what a frittata is, it's basically like I guess an egg muffin. Something like that. I don't know how to describe it. It's very tasty, though, because I had some the other day. I'm going to save one more time just to be safe. And I will pick this up next Wednesday. Okay, so that just quits the game. Alright, thought that would take me back to the main menu. Alrighty then. Also, Jellybee's kind of a cutie. Just saying. Guess I didn't notice that sound. But, maybe I'll check the VOD to see it. God, I haven't watched Justice Friends since I was a kid. I've, like, almost completely forgotten. Oh, excuse me. Almost completely forgotten about the show. No, not Justice Friends. Wait a minute. It's Super Friends, isn't it? League of Super Friends? Something like that. Did not watch either of them. You're not missing anything, really. They're not very good. Well, I already know who the raid target's going to be. Because I was already going to raid him. Since this is normally the day where I would actually get to watch his stream. We're going to raid Whiskey Dingo. Just going to do Dapper Dragon raid, as usual. As I've got nothing on this game as far as clever reference. Let me just get that typed up. It's just Super Friends. Apparently there's a League of Super Friends as well, which is a slightly different show. Something like that. Anyways, Beyond the Edge of Owlsgard is definitely good. The voice acting is better than I thought it would be. The puzzles are as annoying as I thought they'd be. But I was already planning on going in with a guide. You kind of have to use a guide for point and clicks. Because it can be really hard to tell what you can actually interact with sometimes. Like the fucking shell that was in the water. I wouldn't have known to check that. I wouldn't have known to get the soap by the fountain. I wouldn't have known to do that. Because it doesn't look like there's anything I can interact there. I would thought, oh, just look at it, and that's all I'd have to do. But no, there's actually stuff you can do. But it's good. It's definitely good. It definitely feels like a classic point and click. But, you know, newer. So yeah. Be back with Edge of Owlsgard next Wednesday. Tomorrow, it'll be Killer 7. Because it'll be Friday night. And there's always time for fun. So, I hope you all enjoyed Beyond the Edge of Owlsgard. I'm sorry for not being very talkative. There was a lot of talking in the game, and I didn't want to speak over it. But we'll be sending on some love to Whiskey Dingo, who is a great streamer. He's apparently doing indie horror games tonight. So, you guys have a good evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night.